Well, welcome everybody. Let's just take a moment to notice how we're feeling. So hand on our heart, hand on our on our bellies. Just notice how you're feeling. Maybe close your eyes if that feels good. And let's just do a nice big stretch up. Reach, 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 reach. Reach, and then just let your breath out as your arms come down. And let's do that again. Up, and just let your arms come down. There. Okay, I will start by sharing my screen. There we are. And just take a moment to notice how you are feeling today. Doesn't matter. No right or wrong answer. It's just noticing how you are feeling. And it's very exciting. 2nd of March. Hello, March. May the early spring awaken your soul and remind you to celebrate the season with the hope and joy it brings. So let's hope there is an early spring. Because, look, I will just get you out the way. You know that saying, in like a lion and out like a lamb. Well, I think you had that, didn't you? We had a load of snow and it came in like a lion, so hopefully we will have an early spring. Wouldn't that be nice? But look, oh my gosh, look at that. Snow, 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 and snowdrops. Isn't that lovely? I wish I could see that sight somewhere. That would be so nice. See flowers. It's like us doing yoga. It's like a fresh start every time we do yoga. And when the snowdrops come through the snow, it's like a fresh start. March is an example of how beautiful new beginnings can be. So every day you wake up, it's a new beginning. Oh, here we are. The month of March has a new challenge. Ho, ho, ho. The March challenge. So this month's challenge is to attend at least 4 yoga classes. So we're good because we have more than 4 Thursdays. So you'll get that, the 4 to color in here or check off. But so you're already attending a yoga class, so you could challenge yourself to go to another one. So I gave you a link, and I thought you might like the one I gave you. If you click on that link, you'll go to a chair yoga class, but it's yoga with a difference. So you should try it. Oh, I think you'll like it. So it says, feel free, keep going to your regular yoga class schedule or mix it up. Well, I'm mixing it up, that's for sure, because I gave you a link to go to another one. So as we're talking about yoga classes, and we're going to be talking more about yoga, I thought we could talk about the 8 limbs of yoga. And the first limb of yoga Let's put you down here again so you can see me. The first, I see there's a tree. And it has the 8 limbs of yoga. And number 1 is the yamas. So that's where the ahimsa comes in. So it's kind of helping us to understand how we have to treat other people. And then the niyamas, which is number 2, are the observances. So that's how you should be in your life. So cleanliness is number 1, and contentment, self-study. All right, number three, and that's where the asanas are, the postures, the poses. And then number 4 on the tree is pranayama. That's breath work, remember? And then number 5, pratyahara, turning inward. Number 6, dharana, concentration. Number 7, this is what we do, dhyana, meditation. And then there's 8, oneness with all living things. So that was just a reminder that we do all sorts of things in yoga. Yoga is many things. And we do breath work, and we do meditation, and we are focusing on the poses, the asanas, when going to or doing different yoga classes. And here's a example. Oh my gosh, they're doing on the beach, outside, we're in a studio. So what is yoga? To join. The word yoga means to join or make whole. Or, as Claire likes to say, fix. Yoga fixes her. Well, where did it come from? Well, it came from a book that was written long, long, long time ago, the Yoga Sutras. And if you follow all these things, now this was very basic, the way they kind of show you in a form of a tree, but all that writing, if you study all that writing and you follow yoga, it helps to steady the mind. So in other words, it fixes you if it steadies your mind. So there is the tree I was talking about. The yamas, the niyamas, the asanas, the pranayamas, the pratyahara, the dharana, the dhyana, and the samadhi. Oh my gosh, those are hard words, aren't they? All right, so this is what we're focusing on. Asanas, the poses. And we do poses, but we also remember to breathe, right? So when we do this, we breathe in and we breathe out. Now that's a pose, but we're also doing the breath work, the pranayama. So we have to do it all together. Be mindful, do the poses, do the breath work. And we also do dhyana, which is meditation, right? That's when we sit still, we breathe, and we just feel calm. Think about positive things, right? Just like that. So why don't we just take a moment to meditate? So let's see what we have here. Here we are. Just sit. soften your eyes. Close your eyes or just look at the changing colors. Just breathe in and just let it out. Let's check in with our bodies. Notice if there's tension. If there is, gently place a hand there, maybe on your neck, maybe on your shoulder, maybe your knee. Just send some kindness to this place in the body. Just take a breath in and let it go. And maybe there's a place in your body that feels relaxed. Maybe your shoulders are nice and relaxed. So gently place a hand here and send some kindness to this part of the body. Take a breath in and let it go. I invite you to place your hands over your heart, connecting to your breath, feeling your heart space. Notice how your breath feels. Notice how your heart feels. Now I invite you to cradle one hand in the other. And you may give your hand a squeeze or a massage. Notice how that feels. Now I invite you to cradle the other hand. Put the other hand on top. And now maybe massage that hand. Notice how it feels. Now I invite you to hold opposite elbows with your hands. You might just feel like giving yourself a hug. That would be nice. Notice how this feels and just acknowledge your whole self. Now let your hands rest wherever feels most natural or nurturing. It could be cradling your hands, it could be your heart space, or it could be giving yourself a hug, or it could just be hands resting on your legs. Just notice for a moment what feels the best for you. Now sit there for a moment. If you want to hug, if you want to have your hands on your heart space, it's your choice. Sit and breathe and feel calm. You can close your eyes or you can watch the colors on the screen. Now, maybe open your eyes if you've had your eyes closed. As we go to our next screen, which is when we remind ourselves to let go and just be patient with yourself and with others. And of course, accept who you are and accept other people. And of course, gratitude. So here I am once again with my empty basket. So I'm going to take, for my big basket, I'm going to take a stone. And Claire, can you think of something you're grateful for? And Sarah? And Kathy? And Megan. So now my basket is not empty anymore. So thank you. Filling my basket, my gratitude basket. There we are. And of course, we always have to breathe deeply and enjoy the moment. So last month we were talking about breath work and breathing. And as I was just saying, although this week the challenge is to go to a yoga class, yoga is many things, one of them being breathing. So there is the challenge I sent you. And I also sent you a link so you can enjoy another type of yoga class. So let us get to our story, one we have had before, but not for a while. And I know you will enjoy it, and it's very apt, of course. I am yoga. So here we go. From our favorite Susan Verdi and Peter H. Reynolds. And this is dedicated to Jennifer Cohen Harper, who wrote one of our other books, Thank You Breath. And she does a lot of work with children's yoga. So here we are. I am yoga. When I feel small in a world so big. When I wonder how I fit in. When the world is spinning so fast. I tell my wiggling body, be still. I tell my thinking mind, be quiet. I tell my racing breath, be slow. I close my eyes and make room in my mind, in my heart, to create and imagine. I am yoga. I can touch the sky. I am so tall. I can soar among the clouds. I am so free. I can sparkle with the stars. I shimmer and shine. I can dance with the moon. I light up the night. I can sail on the sea. I go with the flow. I can open my heart. I feel love. I can see far and wide. I am focused. I can turn things upside down. I am playful. I can stand up for me. I can stand up for others. I can stand up for peace. I can open like a flower. I am beautiful. I can carry beauty with me. I am full. I can say, I've had enough for today. I relax. I can rest. I am calm. Now the world is just the right speed. Now my world is just the right size. Now I see I fit in just fine. I am yoga. I can be anything. So let's go over to our mats. Well, I go to my mat. Some of you are there already. And we'll start doing our poses, our asanas, right? Remember, yoga is all those different things, not just the poses. Yoga is everything. It helps to calm our minds. It helps us to be still. So let's sit. Nice tall spine, nice and comfortable. You close your eyes. Maybe put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Just notice how you feel. Just take a moment to be still and notice. Notice your breathing. And now we'll start moving, doing our cat and our cow. Sliding the hands to the knees. Sliding the hands back to the hips. Sliding the hands to the knees. Sliding the hands back to the hips. And back to the knees. And then sit up nice and tall. And we'll start doing our rainbow arms, reaching over. And then breathing. And hands onto our knees. And we'll start doing our cat. So roll. And then slide the hands back and look up. Our cat and cows. Warming up the spine. There. Nice and easy, nice and gentle. And then hands on our knees. Let's reach up high. Breathe in and reach up high. And then just drop our hands. One hand on our knee, one hand behind. Nice tall spine as you look over your shoulder. Nice deep breath in. And then reach up and go to the other side. Nice tall spine. Breathing in and out. And reaching up and over. Nice tall spine. Up and over. Nice tall spine and breathing. And up we go. Reach up, reach up, reach up. And let those arms come down as you breathe out. Hands on the knees. Curl forward. Slide the hands back. And look up. Slide the hands to the knees and curl forward. Slide the hands back to the hips and look up. And then just stay here. And in that yoga story, they had them doing the butterfly pose. That was the picture where all the flowers were here. You can imagine you have all your flowers right here. So it's called butterfly pose or cobbler pose. Bring your feet nice and close. Nice tall spine. Bring those feet, the knees together. Nice straight legs. Point the toes to the sky. Now we can roll onto our hands and knees. Move that the block or your blanket or your cushion out to the way. Now we're on to our hands and our knees. This is tabletop, remember? So hands are under the shoulders and knees are under the hips. Now let's just do big circles with our hips. Nice circles. And then you can go the other way. Ooh. Those hips moving. There we go. And the other way. Perfect. Now let's just be still in tabletop. And open those knees. Keep the big toes together. Let the hips go down. Let the head go down. And now we're in our child's pose. Remember? If I've had enough, I can hide away into child's pose. It's a lovely pose to do. Very easy. And it does such a lot for your body. Stretches your spine, stretches your hips, stretches your shoulders, gives your neck a rest. And it can calm you down. And just push yourself up nice and slowly. Bring those knees together. And then just stretch those arms forward. This is extended child's pose. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. Now you have your hands stretched out front. Just leave them there and just rock forward so your shoulders are over your hands. And just rock back, push your hips down, back to that extended child's pose. And just rock forward so your shoulders are over your hands. Just wait there a moment. Arms might feel a little wobbly, that's okay, the muscles are warming up. And just push the hips down. Head goes down between your arms. Then rock forward again. Shoulders over the hands. Stay here a little longer. Your arms are getting stronger. Get to breathe. Then just push. Hips down. Arms are straight. Okay, let's go one more time. Up. Shoulders over the hands. And just push yourself back. Now we're going to get ready for our downward facing dog. With hands on the mat. I like to have my hands on some blocks. Curl the toes under. Push the legs straight. Hips go up, heads down. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Stretch those legs. Feel the stretch in the legs. Feel the stretch in the arms. The downward facing dog. In the book it said you can go upside down. Turn things upside down in a downward facing dog. Let's just walk our hands forward. Keep the hands down on the mat. And then just slowly come up. Slowly come up. Reaching up. Then just bring your hands to heart center. Lovely. Now, mountain pose. Stand nice and tall. Ankles under the knees. Knees under the hips. Hips under the shoulders. Pull those tummy muscles Nice and tight. Pretend like you're breathing in, making yourself smaller. And palms face forward. Make sure your jaw is nice and loose. Now let's put our right foot forward, left foot back. Nice wide stance. Bend the knee. Make sure you can see those big toes. Remember we saw this in the book? We've got a warrior. 2. Now let's just have our little rest and bring our back arm up. Reach, 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 reach. Sweep back to warrior 2. And then we saw in the book we had a peaceful warrior. Let's bring the front hand up. And bring those hands back down. Then hands down. Toes facing the same way. We're just going to bend at the hips. Bend down. Walk the hands past your foot. Bend the knee. Stretch the leg. And then go the other way. Bend the knee. Stretch the leg. Go the other way. Bend the knee. Stretch the leg as much as you want. Bend the other way. Bend the knee. Stretch the leg. Come to center. Hold your elbows. Head down like a rag doll. Hands on ankles. And slide your hands up. Slide, slide nice and slowly up to a star. And then arms come down. Let's turn the other way. Bend the knee. Make sure you can see those big toes. Your back foot is facing the long end of the mat. Front foot's facing the short end. Nice and strong, like a warrior. You've got to stand up for yourself and for others. Now, rest the front arm. Back arm comes up and over. Reach, reach, reach. And back. Back hand goes down, front hand comes up. Peaceful warrior. And down we go. Back to warrior 2. Strong legs and strong arms. Arms go down. Feet face the same way. Now let's bend again down to the mat. Stay here for a moment. Stretching the backs of the legs. Now let's just walk that hand over to one side. Walk those hands back to the other side. Walk those hands back to the other side. Those hands back to the other side. Come to center. Let's take a moment here. Hands on the ankles. Slide up nice and slowly, nice and slowly. And from here, we're going to bend the knees, keep the shoulders up, and then bend the arms. And now we're in a goddess pose. There we are. Keep the shoulders up. And push up, reach up high. Let the arms come down as you breathe out. Walk those feet together and hands onto your hips. Look up very gently, just very gently. Just a gentle look up to the ceiling. And then let's come back to mountain. So, ankles are under the knees, knees are under the hips are under the shoulders, palms are facing out. The shoulders drop. Make sure your jaw is nice and relaxed. We haven't done this for a while. We'll put one foot over the other. Whoops. Don't wiggle. And bring our arms. Lift the elbows up. We're in eagle pose. And undo the legs, undo the arms. Now we're going to go the other way this time. That way, and cross the other leg over. With the elbows. A little bit of a balance going on here. Cross the legs, undo the arms, come back to mountain pose. Deep breath in and out. Now we're going to turn, and we're going to go back into our downward facing dog. So hands on the mat or on the blocks, feet go back. Stretch the legs, and stretch the arms. Yeah, nice stretch. Nice stretch. You're upside down, remember? You're turning your world upside down. Downward facing dog. Now just bend the knees. Put the knees down onto the mat, nice and slowly. We'll go back into our extended child's pose. So the hips go down. Just stretch the arms out front. Go back up into tabletop. Open the knees. Keep the big toes together. Let the hips go down. Let the head come down. Go back into our child's pose. Some nice slow deep breaths here. Just feel nice and calm. Just enjoy being in child's pose, having a rest. And push yourself up nice and slowly. Bring those knees together. And now just make your way. Lie down on your back. We're on our back. Knees are up in the air. Feet are on the mat. Hands are on the mat. Lift the hips up. The hips are up. Pushing into the mat with your feet and your hands. And take some breaths here. And then just let the hips go down nice and gently. Ready? Here we go. We're going to do that again. So breathe in and lift your hips up. And just let your hips go down nice and slowly. Bring the knees up. Give your knees a hug. Have a little roll on your back from side to side. Feels good, doesn't it? And then put your feet down. Keep the knees together. Bring one knee up. Give it a hug. Place the ankle on the knee. And just place the arms down. Arms facing up. Just feel soft and relaxed. Just let the hips lean on the mat, nice and soft. Bring that knee up, give it a hug. Just put the foot back down. Bring the other knee up, give it a hug. Help the ankle onto the knee. Just relax that leg, the knee fall away. Arms on the floor, palms facing up. Just feel relaxed again. Just find that nice, soft, relaxed position. Hips on the mat, nice and relaxed, nice and soft. Those nice, slow, deep breaths. Bring that knee up, give it a hug. Put it back down onto the mat. Straighten the legs. The toes are pointing to the sky. Bend one knee, slide up the straight leg. Let the knee fall to the floor. So you're doing recline tree pose. Keep the straight leg straight with the toes pointing to the sky. The leg that's bent, the knee can be relaxed, just nice and soft. And slide that foot back down. You have two straight legs, toes are pointed to the sky. And bend the other leg, slide the foot up the straight leg, let the knee fall to the ground. Straight leg toes are pointed to the sky. Slide that foot back, two straight legs, toes pointing to the sky. Bend the knees, bend the knees, bring the knees up. You can give a little hug, roll from side to side. Then just put the feet down, keep the knees together, and let the knees fall to one side together. Now put the arms out with a T, palms facing up, face away from the knees. Take some slow, deep breaths. Bring the knees up, keep them together, drop them to the other side, look away from the knees. Supine twist. Just bring the knees up together, bring the knees up, give them a hug, roll from side to side. And then just put the feet down, nice and slowly and gently. Now you can stay there. Get ready for Shavasana. Just find a relaxed spot on the floor, or if you're sitting, just feel nice and relaxed in your chair. Just close your eyes and take a moment to be still. Pretend you're in a meadow covered with scented flowers. feel the warm breeze on your face and you hear the birds singing. And just imagine running barefoot across the soft grass. You skip and twirl, chasing a bright blue butterfly. And then you lie on the sweet smelling grass and look up at the wispy clouds. And your mind is full of happy thoughts. You are simply living in the moment. Your heart is full. You feel endlessly happy and free. And then slowly start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Move your head from side to side and roll over to one side and push yourself up nice and slowly and come to a seated position, nice and comfortable. So just come up to seated. Just put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly.
They all doing it, but maybe around
One hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Notice how you're feeling. And you know, yoga is many things, and this is yoga too, right? Peace is in me.
me.
Peace is
Is
in
me.
peace
Is
is
in
in me.
me.
Peace
Is
is in
in me.
me. Peace is in me. And we also have to do our little yoga moves with our eyes and a little yoga move with our mouth. And we have love in our hearts, right? And we're going to share it with the people that is in your house, that are in your houses right now, who you're going to see for the rest of the day. Or maybe when you wake up in the morning, you can share your love with those people in your house. But right now, we're going to share our love and kindness with each other. So here we go. This is yoga too, spreading love and kindness. Oh, thanks for sharing. I got it. Oh, thank you for coming and
Namaste.
practicing. Don't forget to click on the link and try that other yoga class I sent you. So, namaste. Namaste.
Thank you for visiting me.
That's what yoga does, right? Yoga's good for fixing you. All right, bye.
Bye.